Hey, today I'm going to do a comparison between the AGM Sunny Health and Fitness and the Goredi Underdesk Bike Pedal. Show you everything you need to know, the similarities, the differences, and overall which one I prefer. So we're going to go ahead and start with some of the similarities and differences. So for the Goredi and the AGM, they both come with this non-slip pad that goes underneath it, and it also comes with this strap, which I'm not using on this one, but I have it set up for the AGM. And basically there's a couple ways you can use it. You can attach it to your chair, so you wrap it around, strap it in, and then you go ahead and tighten it. So you basically just pull this and tighten it as you want. I'm not gonna really be able to do so just with one hand, but that's the idea. You can also attach it to your desk. So this is one of our desks here in our office. So a standing desk where it has that little section that you can attach it to. And then also this desk right here that we have set up, have a little bit more space underneath. And now some of the differences are in the actual design. So this one is the smallest, and this is actually foldable and came pretty much all pre-assembled. The only assembly process was screwing on this knob and placing this, which is the timer, and it has all the stuff on it. So if you unscrew this, you can go ahead and remove that. That was pretty much the only assembly required, whereas I'm going to talk about the assembly for these other two a little bit later on. And the actual design itself, it has some cool features. So this one can actually adjust the height. So on the bottom, you have this pin that you go ahead and unscrew. So this is something that I learned along the way, just after using it. So you can actually adjust and slide it into a different position. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. So you can actually change it by pushing it closer. So this is a much higher position, and then once you change the position, you would go ahead and tighten it. Now I noticed when I was using it before tightening it, it would kind of just tilt over. So when I would try to start pedaling with it, it would start to like lean forward, like I'll show you like this, because I had it too high up for this position. So even right now, it's a little bit too high for me because I'm in a lower chair and I have the seat lowered down, whereas this seat I have raised. So to change it back, you go ahead and adjust this, loosen it up, and then you can expand it like so. So it's nice that it has those different features. Another thing to know is on the bottom of these actual legs, they have like a suction cup. So if you have tile, you can go ahead and use that to your advantage for it to stay in place. Our whole place is carpet, so not really able to take advantage of that. But when I go back to pedaling, I'm just gonna show you the actual screen and stuff. And I'm also not using the pedal straps because they're kind of hard to get on by myself. But so here you can see the actual screen. It goes through different settings here. So it has the time. The count is just basically each time you cycle through, and then the total count is the total amount of cycles, and then the calories. So it points at which one it's going through, and then you just hold this button to reset it. You hold it for about 5 seconds, then it resets it like that. So overall, this one is pretty sturdy. These pedals are a little bit of a lower quality, not quite as nice as these other two that we're going to be showing. So next up we have the Sunny Health and Fitness, and I'm going to go ahead and move this to the side so I can demonstrate this one. So this one is the heaviest duty, and it's a different base. It's a lot lower to the ground, and something that I don't like, which I'm going to show you, is the angle for pedaling. So it's a lot more forward, as the other ones are just like a lot higher up and just more of a up and down motion, where this one's more of a forward motion. So let's see if I can demonstrate it. So your legs are kind of going more like towards, like at a diagonal angle. So it's not quite the same as just like a up and down angle. It's more of a forward. So you're like pushing forward. And so I don't really love that about it. But it has the same features for the different things. So the SP is the speed, time, calorie, distance, and it also just rotates through them. And then you can also reset it the same way just by holding this button down for a few seconds. And also if you pull this out, that's where you would replace the battery. And then you have the tension. That's another thing I forgot to mention on this one. So to tighten it, which it definitely needed more tension, you just twist this to the right. I think I loosened it a little bit earlier just to add more tension. And same idea for this one. This one actually shows you the tension. So I have it on max because it needs extra tension, I would say, to feel it a lot more. But anywhere from like 5 and higher, 5 to 8, is going to be a good spot for it. Now, in regards to the assembly process for this one's the most complicated. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the bottom part of it. So the main thing is getting the legs attached, and it comes with all the tools you need for it. So basically you need to put in the 2 legs, and comes, like I said, it comes with everything you need for it. But then the more complicated part is the actual pedals. So you also have to get these in place, and it has a nut right here for the actual pedal that makes it more stable and secure, which is something that is unique because this one doesn't have that. And I think that's one of the things that it's missing. And the strap is also kind of at a diagonal angle, and the strap for the pedal is not attached. So you have to attach it, or it's not attached completely. So you have to attach it on this side, and it's kind of a pain to get it on. But once you do, this thing works great. And yeah, it didn't take too long to assemble. And I'm also going to show you how they actually fit under our desk. Now this one, the AGM, I'm going to go ahead and use this chair, which is a little bit higher up, and I'm going to just show you see if I can get the straps on. The straps are really hard to get on for this one, so it might just be easier not to do the straps. But that's something I'll say for all of them, is the straps kind of get in the way, and sometimes it's just easier to use without the straps. So this one rotates through the different settings as well, and it only shows you one at a time. So that's a little bit different from the other two. And same thing for resetting it. You just hold down the button for about 5 seconds. This right here, this knob, is to increase the tension as well, to go to the right. Now I can even show you what it looks like underneath here. Just from removing this. So it takes a AAA battery, and this conveyor belt type thing is what is gonna count the cycles. So like as it goes around, that will count, and I think it goes against this part. So that's how it actually works. And now the assembly for this is similar to the Sunny and Health Fitness. Pretty much you just have to attach the legs with the screws and the washers and everything like that for both of the legs. Now the pedals are the same as the other one, but it's missing that nut, like I said, and I feel like it's not as stable because of that. Like if I was pedaling, it just feels like this one wobbles a lot more. And another thing is, if you do have the strap on, it sometimes will just rub against the side of this, so it kind of is not like super easy to pedal through. But now let's go ahead and show you what these actually look like at a desk. So I'm gonna go ahead and unstrap this. So this is at my desk here. As you can see, this bar is kind of just right in the way. So when I do use this one, I have to scoot it back a little bit, scoot my chair back a little bit, so be a little bit further away from the desk. Whereas at our other desk has plenty of room, so it can fit under there. And then same for the other ones. This one actually fits a lot better at this desk. I can slide it forward a little bit more, and like I said, you could adjust the height for it. So this one fits a little bit better. And then this one is kind of just the longest. So it kind of sticks out more, and I have to scoot my chair back even more. So, but overall, between the three of them, this is how I would rank them from best to worst. So I would go with the Sunny and Health as my number one choice, despite all the different things, like the things that I said could be better, like the angle. And then the Goredi, I would say, is number two. And then the AGM is my third choice. But overall, you can't go wrong with either of them.